What happened in the post-credit scenes of Inside Out 2? Did the dark secret really tell us the truth, or is there something more hidden? These are questions we will answer. Today on Charlietales, we will look at the two post-credit scenes that appeared in Inside Out 2. We will analyze what they mean and discuss interesting theories about them. Ready? Let's go! The movie has two post-credit scenes. The first is about Riley telling her family what happened at camp, and the second reveals the dark secret we learned about midway through the movie. In this video, we will talk about both scenes, but if you're only interested in the second one, you can skip to that chapter of the video using the playback bar. Now, the first post-credit scene is quite simple and shows Riley returning home after camp. Her parents ask how it went, and she just says, "Good." This response elicits two reactions from her parents. First, we see the reaction generated in her mom's mind. Here is the command center we already know, but out of nowhere, anxiety appears, or at least the version of anxiety that inhabits this woman. This emotion is very disturbed by Riley's response since she doesn't tell them anything. Riley's mom fears her daughter isn't sharing something important, causing her anxiety. Then we switch to the version of anxiety in her dad's mind. This emotion is also disturbed by Riley's basic response, but unlike the mom, the dad handles the situation differently. His emotions say, "Yes, the girl said she's fine, that's good. Let's continue watching our game on TV." This scene is very funny, but raises important points. You know we like to overthink things on this channel, so let's begin. First, the scene makes it clear that anxiety does exist in the adult characters of the Pixar universe. It isn't something that only appears during puberty and then goes away. Adults also have anxiety in their emotional team, but the fundamental difference is that in adults, anxiety is not a primary emotion. It's hidden most of the time. That's why in the scene, the mom's emotions say to anxiety, "Welcome back." This emotion comes and goes as needed. In Riley's case, it doesn't work that way. The movie ended with anxiety becoming part of the main team. The same goes for all the emotions staying in command. Therefore, at least during adolescence, Riley will work with all the emotions we saw in this movie. Why does this happen? Well, Pixar is trying to tell us that in the Inside Out universe, emotions appear according to each person's stages in life. Teenagers suffer much more from anxiety because they are just starting to understand the world and don't know what the future holds. On the other hand, adults are usually more balanced, so anxiety is not as necessary. It exists, of course, but we handle it better than a teenager. The scene tells us that each person has emotions that come and go according to their life stage. This is also explained by the appearance of nostalgia, the elderly emotion that appeared very briefly in the movie. This emotion represents the desire to remember the past and only appeared accidentally. The other emotions push it away because it's not its time to appear yet. It's not necessary yet. Nostalgia will appear in Riley, but much later. All this also explains why in the first movie, we only saw basic emotions in the adults' minds. We never saw anxiety, nostalgia, or any others. This was for two reasons. First, because the Pixar team probably hadn't thought of these emotions yet. The canonical reason would be that these emotions are usually hidden. On the other hand, the primary emotions, joy, sadness, anger, disgust, and fear, will always be present in each person until the end of their life, or at least that's what has been established so far. The scene also makes it clear how two different adults deal with anxiety. The mother acknowledges the anxiety and really pays attention to it. Of course, she doesn't let it consume her like a teenager might, but she does consider the questions that anxiety raises. On the other hand, the father is more relaxed and a bit more stereotypical for men. The girl said she's fine, so it means she's fine. There's not much more to think about. Anxiety isn't as aggressive for him because he is more practical. And if he doesn't see direct signs of something wrong, he doesn't worry too much. Now let's move on to the second post-credit scene. The scene shows Joy returning to Riley's vault of secrets. Here, several secrets Riley still holds in her mind are hidden, but they must never see the light. We see Joy entering the vault to release the big secret we met midway through the movie. This is called the dark secret, and until now, we didn't know its meaning. Joy interrogates it to understand what it is, and the monster says, "We burned the carpet today." Meaning at some point in her childhood, Riley burned the carpet in her house and never told her parents. This surprises Joy, as she expected it to be something worse. Joy then says, "Is that all? I thought it was when Riley peed in the pool." At this, the big secret gets scared and prefers to hide. The scene seems simple, but it holds many interesting details. Firstly, Riley burning the carpet seems like a reference to the Back to the Future saga. In it, the protagonist Marty McFly meets his parents when they were young and tells them that when they have a child, he will burn the carpet in the house. and he asked them not to be too hard on him. It might be a coincidence, but at least I could only think of Marty McFly when they mentioned the carpet. Moving on to more analysis. Another interesting point is that when the dark secret hears that Riley peed in the pool, it hides, as if this terrifies it. But this shouldn't make sense since that wasn't the secret it was hiding, so why would it get scared? What does this mean? I have two theories, the simple and the complicated one. Let's start with the simple one. Maybe Riley didn't remember the time she peed in the pool, and that's why she never considered that event a dark secret. That's why for her, the most traumatic thing was the carpet. Joy is the one who brings back that memory, and that's why when the creature hears about the pool, it gets scared because even for it, that secret is too embarrassing. This reading is basic and makes sense for the scene, but I have another theory. I believe the dark secret is a different kind of being. It's not like the other secrets in the vault. This being functions as a collection of Riley's deepest secrets and feeds as it learns more terrible secrets. That's why when it heard about the pool incident, it absorbed this memory and became its new darkest secret to hide. Why do I say this? Because the other secrets we met in the vault represented specific things, like this boy who is a video game character Riley had a crush on, and this puppy represents a children's show Riley watched. They are specific things. Each secret has the form of what it represents, but the dark secret is not like this. It doesn't have the shape of a burned carpet. So for me, this secret is capable of absorbing new secrets from Riley, according to her life stage. When Joy reminded it of the pool incident, the secret was ashamed because it now remembered that event and made it its new dark secret. But what do you think? Tell me your theories in the comments. But anyway, that's all for today. If you liked the video, you would help me a lot by leaving a like. That would be legendary. Also remember to subscribe because I'll be uploading more videos about your favorite movies. Thanks for listening. My name is Charlie, and I'll see you in the future.